This is a white iPhone 12. It seems this phone was used by an elderly person. There's a slight dent on the frame. Let's plug in the charger and test it. Charging only shows 1 watt, 1.5 watts, or 2 watts fluctuating. The screen shows nothing. Looks like the black screen and no power is just as the fan described. Why? Summer heat, watching short videos or playing games. Suddenly, the phone shuts off. Is summer not meant for phones? Recently, we've seen many cases like this. I hope everyone with a phone watches until the end to prevent this issue. Those watching this far are true fans. Don't forget to double tap the screen and give me a like. Thanks for your support. We heat it up for 3 minutes, then lift a corner to slide around and open the screen. Do you think this phone has been opened before? Let's look closely. The fan said it's been to the official repair center. They said the motherboard had an issue, but the manufacturer won't repair motherboards. If you want it fixed, they'll only offer a costly replacement, and all your data will be gone. We start by removing the screen. Quick question, what phone do you use? Does it have any issues? Let's closely inspect the back of the screen for any labels. There are 2 scratch marks. Since it's a motherboard issue, we need to remove the board. Disconnect all external connectors on the motherboard. Remove the screw securing it. On the iPhone 12, be careful with the power/volume flex. It's under the sticker. Now we can remove the motherboard. Let's test it with a power supply. The board appears untouched and unserviced. Connecting it to the power supply shows a short circuit instantly. Some may say, is it a shorted capacitor? Not necessarily. We place it under thermal imaging to observe. No obvious heat spots on the surface. iPhone 12 has a dual-layer motherboard. We need to peel off stickers and foam to separate the layers. Place the motherboard on the heating station, then use a heat gun to melt the solder points. Once the solder melts, quickly separate the layers. After separation, inspect the upper board. It holds the CPU, storage, and audio ICs. The lower board contains Wi-Fi, baseband, and signal circuits. To find the fault, we test only the upper layer. With thermal imaging, still shows a short. The charging IC is heating up badly. Place the upper board in a holder. Protect the area around the charging IC. Apply heat to remove the damaged charging IC. This IC isn't just for charging, it also controls main power distribution. So, if it's faulty, the phone can't turn on. After removal, smooth the pads. Clean them thoroughly. Take a brand new charging IC, add fresh solder balls to it, apply flux to the motherboard pads, install the new IC, heat until we see the IC settle in place. When it bounces slightly to the touch, it's installed properly. Test again with just the upper board. It still doesn't boot, draws 100 plus mAh and freezes. Strange, could there be another issue? We connect the charging port to the upper board, connect to power again, connect the motherboard to the computer. It goes straight into recovery mode. We exit recovery mode, but it returns to recovery mode again. So we must install the system, but the fan doesn't know their Apple ID and wants to keep their data, so we reattach the layers, then try to install the system with data retention, apply flux to the lower layer, flatten the solder balls, clean the pads on the lower layer, repeat on the upper layer, place the lower board in the balling fixture, add new solder balls. These solder points are essential for interlayer communication. After balling, heat and reflow each solder ball, clean again. Apply flux to lower board pads. Apply thermal paste to the A14 CPU on the upper board. Press it down smoothly, then heat again to fuse both layers. When touching it feels bouncy again, it's done. Cool it down immediately. Clean the motherboard. Lightly reassemble the phone. Try installing the system with data preserved. Connect the screen into a computer. Click to install the system. There's an option to retain user data. Begin installation at 11%. It freezes for a long time. Try again, sometimes gets to 18%, then freezes again. Weird, any more issues? From experience, a dead or faulty battery can cause this, so we bypass with a test battery via the power supply. It successfully passes 18%, now at 20%, so the fan's battery is dead or faulty. We remove the motherboard and test the battery. Only about 3V should be above 4V. Try activating the battery with a power supply. It doesn't charge, only shows 100 plus mAh and resets, so the battery is indeed faulty. We remove the battery. At 3V, it should draw more current when charging's not reset, so we confirm battery failure, reapply foam and stickers to the motherboard, install a new original battery for the fan. But why does watching videos cause so many failures? Summer heat is to blame. Even Apple warns that heat damage to batteries is irreversible. In repairs, overheating often leads to damaged chips and capacitors. Ultimately, it's all about phone overheating. If we charge and use it simultaneously, especially in summer, heat builds up fast. Older phones are already more fragile. This leads to failure. We stay in AC indoors during summer, but phones have no cooling. So I recommend everyone get a cooling fan, and don't charge while using it. Especially in hot weather, use the phone after charging is complete. Finally, we remove waterproof tape, peel off Face ID protection stickers, close the screen, secure bottom screws. When replacing original screen, battery, or camera, hold volume buttons and plug in charger. You'll enter the repair configuration mode on the computer. Open the diagnostic tool. Click System Configuration. It configures the parts via Apple's server, then shows configuration successful. Place the phone in a compression mold. Keep it pressed for 3 to 5 minutes, officially only 30 seconds, after compression. Remove the tray and phone. Now, use a power meter cable to see charging wattage. Phone boots up. No battery warning pop-up. Check Wi-Fi, it works. Check battery health, it's at 100%. No alerts. Apple's website shows it's an official repair. In settings about, it's a 64 GB Chinese iPhone 12. Enough for elderly users. Parts and service history shows genuine Apple battery. Check modem firmware, it's there. That means Wi-Fi and baseband are working fine. Perfect layer bonding. Thanks to every fan supporting me. Like and comment if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow.